Kennywood Opening Day is here for the 2025 season. It was a chilly but fun one, regardless of how cloudy it was and how cold it got. Let's talk about Kennywood's Opening Day for 2025. Right when you walk in, you will notice all the new Easter decorations that are all throughout the park. But that wasn't the only thing that caught my eye right off the bat. In line for Jackrabbit, I saw all the new supports for Steel Curtain. If you look close enough, you might be able to pick out which ones are the new ones from the old ones. It's all part of the work to bring the ride back, as the Steel Curtain will reopen this summer. In line, I also noticed something else. Kenny Kangaroo and Jeter's were walking around the park. But Jeter's looks a little bit different from the last time he walked in the park. He used to be a lot more scary and pink, but now he's a little more kid-friendly and very red. But anyway, I hopped on Jackrabbit, then made my way over to Racer for my second ride of the day, with absolutely no line at all. After that, I walked past Kennywood Junction while it was having its opening ceremony. But I was a little more eager to ride, so I tried to get a ride on Thunderbolt, but Thunderbolt was closed, so I passed it up. I ended up going into Lost Kennywood, where I saw the Phantom was not open yet, it was testing. Also in Lost Kennywood, I saw that the Permane Brothers is not there anymore. It's surely a shocker because it's only been there for 2 seasons. The good news is, something will replace it soon. On the 2025 park map, it does state that something new will be coming to replace it. Phantom was still testing, so I walked down towards the 4D Theater, and the arcade that was once there last year is now gone. So now the 4D Theater building is back to being useless. Hopefully it gets some kind of use again in the future. After that, I ended up making a whole lap around the park. I wanted to get a closer look at Steel Curtain next, so that's what I did. Sky High Coasters LLC is hard at work to get the Steel Curtain back as soon as possible. They had workers actively working on the structure, and all of this work should help the ride's reliability and longevity. From there, I walked over to where the Nerveless Knox stunt shows will be returning this year. The Jetpack Flying Water Circus and the Daredevil Circus will both be returning this year. By the time I made my way back to Phantom, it opened up. I got a ride on that, and at that point, Thunderbolt was finally testing, and it opened up soon after. So right after Phantom, I circled back to get a ride on Thunderbolt. But the unfortunate thing about that is they were only running one train, so it took forever to get through the line. Skyrocket was also using only one train. That's also one of the rides that I did not ride on opening day, because it was just one of those days where everything else was almost a walk-on, and it's just not worth your time. A 35-minute wait with one train is going to go painfully slow. That's why I skipped it. I'm back again in the main midway. There's Cowboy Joe right here. Next, I went back to Kennywood Junction to get a ride on the old Kennywood Railroad. The Gimbals Flyer is back, and also the new Kenny Express, which was the old Thomas train. All of the Thomas theming throughout the old Thomas town is all gone. So there's no new rides, but there's new theming to the area. There's a lot to talk about the new old Kennywood Railroad. The ride goes through the history of Kennywood from the very beginning up until the 125th celebration, which is very similar to the old Kennywood Railroad, but this one goes into a deeper history and also goes longer than the previous one. And during the new old Kennywood Railroad, there's actually 2 narrators now.
I'm Jillian, Kennywood's operations manager.
I'm Joel, and besides being the voice of Kennywood, I've been one of the...
We were introduced to Jillian and Joel, and they both talk in a talk show style way, telling the history of Kennywood Park. You can see the billboards here have old photos of Kennywood, and also there's displays all throughout the ride. We have the monkey house, the old kitty cars, a turnpike car, an amazing view of Steel Curtain right here. You can see the back half of Steel Curtain with all the new supports, a log jammer log, and the old log jammer sign. And of course on the billboards we got stuff like the laser loop, the 90s, the 2000s, the 125th celebration. This is the best that the train has looked in years. And even though not much was added this year for Kennywood, it was still a really good opening day. A great day to kick off the season and kick off the start of summer, which will be coming before you know it. We'll all be back riding on the Steel Curtain, in the snap of a finger. Other than some rides running on one train, some rides having delayed openings, there's really nothing much bad to say about Kennywood opening day. There's always those kinks they gotta get out, and once the kinks are gone, it's great. It's smooth sailing. So enough with me talking, I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on Kennywood's 2025 opening day? Tell me all about it in the comments down below, and make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for more content like this. I post tons of other Kennywood content just like this that you will not want to miss. Also, go join our Kennywood Discord server, linked in the description down below, and also on the screen right now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.
It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again.